Hello, good morning everybody. How are we? So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Libby Dyson. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia, and today we're going to get inky and play with Stampin' Blends and Glimmer Paper, window sheets. So it should be lots of fun. Now, I've got a few things to share with you. I'm supporting the farmers who are going through the most horrendous drought at the moment, the worst drought in I don't know how many years, and their families are going through it with them, of course. There's no feed, they've got no money to pay bills, those sorts of things. So I'm supporting them through the Australian Red Cross, and there's a link, I think in yesterday's post. I'll put another link up on my blog when I finished here today. There's one on my Facebook page, and there would have been one in the newsletter that I sent out in the wee small hours of this morning. So I'm really hoping to raise a lot of money for them. Also, if you buy an ink pad from me, for every ink pad you purchase, I will donate $2 out of my own pocket to the Farmers Drought Relief. So that's the number one thing, that I'm supporting the Farmers Drought Relief program through the Australian Red Cross. The link will take you straight to the Australian Red Cross and you can donate there. And then when it's finished at the end of August, the ink pad promotion, when it's finished at the end of August, I'll publish the receipt on Facebook and on my blog so that you know it's all quite transparent. The other thing is, do you want ink with that? Oh, look, you know, we've got these beautiful new ink pads and we all need an ink pad. So why not buy 1 or 10? You can get 10 ink pads for $117. So that's a bargain in itself. So you need ink pads, buy ink pads. What else have I got? Oh, bonus days. Yes, if you spend $90, you get a $9 coupon emailed to you. Now, make sure you keep that email or write the voucher numbers down or do something where it's kept safe. The voucher numbers are like numbers and letters, similar to a hostess code, but it's a voucher coupon thing. And you can keep that, and when you shop in September, and everyone's going to want to shop in September because the holiday catalogue's coming, you'll get $9 off whatever you order if you use that coupon code. So make sure you keep those. There's also the Dashing Along promotion. So if you'd like to book a party for September and your party reaches $400 in sales, you will get the Dashing Along DSP paper pack for free. I've got a promotion going on at the moment because I need some sales. I'm $400 short of my next promotion, and I'd love to reach that this month. So I've got a promotion going on, and I'll talk more about that in a minute and show you what you're going to get. So I think that's about all. All right, so this is the card we're going to do today. Can I show you our gorgeous, lovely ink pads? These are our lovely new ink pads, just beautiful. More slender than the last ones. Able to lift tall buildings. No, not really. They come with the stickers on the base. If you take the whole sticker sheet off the base, that helps it sit better. It's got little dot things which help them stack. It's much more slimline, and it opens, they tell me, like a compact. Having never owned a compact. Yeah, I had this all worked out. I found them difficult to start with, but once they get going, look at that. And there's an anti-foam re-inker that you can get, which stops that bubbling that some of the ink pads got. So they're the ink pads. Buy an ink pad and I'll donate $2 to the farmers. Alright, now buy from me this month and you'll get this wonderful little kit. There's enough in there. You've got 8 card bases and 8 card fronts. Hello Michelle, how are you? Thank you for joining me. So 8 card bases and 8 card fronts. You've got 7 meters of ribbon and some embellishments in there as well. And that's worth about $15. And then I will send you 6 tutorials as well. And so all up you're getting $45 worth of product for free when you spend $60 with me before the end of the month. So oh wow, you got into Orlando. Wow Michelle, that'll be fantastic. I've got to miss this time's on stage because we'll be travelling. So this will be the first one I'll have missed in I don't know how long. Anyway, so that's what you'll get, plus as I said, 6 tutorials using mistletoe season. So that'll get you kick-started on your Christmas cards. Okay? Oh, thanks, Michelle. Yeah, they're really doing it tough at the moment. There's some convoys of fresh hay coming from Western Australia. So, oh, sorry, someone's just, yeah. So there's convoys of hay coming from Western Australia. So that's right across the other side of the country, coming into drought-affected New South Wales to help the farmers. But, you know, they've just got no money. So that's if you order with me, Linda. So you can't do that because you're a demo. But you can get your friends to order through me. All right, so that's what you get, okay? All right, now, on to today's cards. Was I going to share anything else with you? I don't know. I've only had one coffee. I'm at 6s and 7s. All right, so here's today's card. So there's the inside and the outside. Look at all this beautiful glitteriness. See under there? There's glitter. Gorgeous. I even coloured the rhinestones in. So this one's in Highland Heather and Old Olive. Now, I'll talk to you a bit more about the colouring when we get to do it. So what we're going to do today is make one in Night of Navy and probably use our stamp apparatus. So Night of Navy is the go for today, and we're just going to do quick today. So I'm just going to move that one out of the way, and I'm going to bring in the envelope and the insert and my Night of Navy ink pads and the floral stamp. Hello Rebecca, I'm glad you like it. Alright, and I've just opened this ink pad up and done something a bit strange and wonderful. Never mind. Oh, my husband's gone fishing for the first time in ages, but he says, oh, there probably won't be anything out there, so I'll be back soon. So, alright. Okay, so ink up. This is my quick method. Alright, so ink up your stamp. The other one I did in Memento, but this one I'm just doing in Night of Navy. I just need to clean that off and use it again. Alright, and I'll leave that over there. Then I'm just going to come in with my aqua painter, and that's why I'm doing this first. And while it's still wet, just colour with your aqua painter, and it just picks up some of the blue. I'm only doing the flower, and you don't want your brush too wet. Hold it sort of like a pencil, but with no pressure. So you're just holding your aqua painter between your fingers. If it's too wet, put your aqua painter upside down like that and squeeze, and as you squeeze, the air will pull the water out of the brush. Or another way of doing it is just to wipe it on something. Alright, so that's our envelope, and I'll just colour these, and this is just normal Whisper White that I'm using for the inside of my card. And of course the Stampin' Up C6 envelope. Let's colour quickly like that, and then that gives it time to dry while we do the rest of our card. That might about do. Alright, so you just want a touch of colour. So that's just by using the ink and an aqua painter. Alright, so I'll put them out of the way. Now, just in case you missed the card to start with, here's the card. Hello Tanya, how are you this morning? Here's the card we're going to do. So we're going to get started, and I've got some window sheet here. Now I'm going to pop it on the back, if I can find a piece of paper, just so you can see. Oh, blended season, that's what we're using today, and it's available this month or while stocks last, so make sure you get it. Alright, so I'm going to pop that on there and then come in with some Stays On, because Stays On does what it says, it stays on. And the window sheet is available in my online store through Stampin' Up, and they are called window sheets. They're a bit different to the old window-based material. It's thinner, quite easy to use. Now, so that's our Stays On, and I'm just going to grab a Sharpie, and I'm just going to put a mark on my window sheet, so I know which is the side I'm stamping on, because you can't use Stampin' Blends, which are alcohol based, with Stays On, because it's also alcohol based. So you need to have a different ink. Now when you put your stamp down, go straight down, give it some gentle pressure and straight up. You can't use your Stampin' Blends on the same side as the Stays On. The Stays On is alcohol based. The Stampin' Blends are alcohol based. So if you use the two together, they will bleed. So we're going to flip this over and colour on the wrong side. Now, I discovered yesterday with the Stampin' Blends that the subtles don't work so well with window sheet, or they don't work so well with this technique. So I'm just going to come in with some Old Olive, which is one of the Regal's colours now. And I've got the dark and the light. And I'm just going to colour the whole leaf. Now you won't see this terribly well to start with. So I'm just colouring the whole leaf in with light Old Olive. Sorry about the mouse sound. Quite sure what that is, but anyway, it's now green. And then up on these bits too. Now I do it all with light Old Olive, and then I can go back in with the dark Old Olive and leave some bits in the light. So, and window sheet is so easy to colour on, can I tell you? just glides over, and you don't have to be terribly accurate. Alright, in with the dark old olive. Now you'll be able to see that it colours in a lot better, and come back with the light and just blend that colour in. It'll actually take the colour off. So you just need to experiment really. Then if you did it on the thick whisper white or even on shimmery white that you can also use. It takes a little bit longer to dry. I missed that leaf. But once it's dry, it's permanent. Turning this around so I'm not putting my hand on the bits that I've coloured. So the old olive, the regals and the brights and neutrals, they work quite well with this technique. And you can buy the Stampin' Blends in a combo pack of 2, or you can buy them individually, it's up to you. So I'll buy them in. Alright, now before we go on to the flower itself, we might just do the centres in, let's see, what have we got? Maybe some Calypso Coral. You need to store your blends, Stampin' Blends flat. So that's why I store mine in the wood mount cases, clear wood mount cases that Stampin' Up also sell. Alright, so that's all we need the regals for, and I'm going to come in with Night of Navy, colour the flowers. So dark Night of Navy we're going to go for. I just want to come in, there's just a lip on one of these that now I can't see. Yep, good on me. I'll find it when I don't need it. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to come in with the brush tip end and just colour those flowers. So this is all you do, and you don't have to go right up to the edge of every petal, and you can leave some white spaces if you want. Try and make your strokes of colour sort of fairly even, so you're not getting too many dark spots, she says. Alright, so what are you thinking so far of this technique? It's quite easy to do, quite effective. It's not something you do on a lot of cards. Send it to somebody special, someone who's going to appreciate the time and effort that you put into the card. You can go back and add some more later. Hello Leslie, I'm going to ring you later. You're having some trees felled today. I hope you're settled in. Leslie's just recently moved, so it'll be noisy at her place if she's having trees felled today. Alright, so just keep on colouring. Leslie's not going to like this card because there's fussy cutting involved, Leslie. I know how much you love fussy cutting. Okay. And you don't have to be terribly accurate, as you can see. I failed colouring in kindergarten, I tell people, and 40 years of teaching didn't help. Sorry, I'm just finding it. There's light shining off this window sheet. I'm finding it hard to determine where the lines are. And we're also going to use our Stamparatus with this. Alright, so I think that's that. And then I'm just going to come in with the bulk tip end and just give, I might do it on the ones that are dry-ish, and just go over those lines that Stampin' Up have already given us. And don't forget, do this on the wrong side after you've stamped. That's why I've got, you do it on the right side, the ink and the colours, the Stampin' Blends are all going to smudge and ruin your work. Okay, so why didn't you tell me I missed some? You love fussy cutting, Linda. Yeah, I don't mind it. I find it quite relaxing, but if you've got arthritis or you have problems with your hands, I can understand why it wouldn't be very relaxing. So, alright, now I'm just going to let that dry for a second. So while that dries, I'm going to bring my card in and glue in the insert which we prepared earlier. And I hope Bob catches fish today. It'd be nice to have some fresh fish for tea. He went out another day and caught a beautiful crab. It doesn't go out often enough, can I tell you? Alright, so pop that inside our card. Okay, now I've already cut out. Yes, got it in ink. That's alright. Can maybe go around that. I've already die cut out the largest of the framelets. Oh, I've done it on the wrong side, that's good. Alright, so these beautiful framelets stitch both inside and out, so you've got the stitching there, and then when you cut it out, it's also stitched. There we go. So you can use that for a card front as well, like I did the other day with that thumping technique. I cut the frame out, and then I used the card front from where I'd cut the frame out for these two cards using the thumping technique with your Stampin' Right markers. So that's another great technique. Alright, now I'm going to just bring in some scissors around this a bit and some glue dots. Now these come in very handy for this technique. So in the centres of your flowers, we're just going to roll up some glue dots. So again, keep it on the roll and use your paper piercing tool. Oh, I've got that new tool somewhere to grab that out. Alright, and on with another one. Roll it up a bit and down onto your... I'm doing it on the centres because I don't think you'll notice as much escaped earlier. Last one down. Alright, now we're going to, yes, all over the floor. Alright, move that aside, and I'm going to turn this over to the right side, put down there like that. Now comes our fussy cutting. So, oh, this is interesting under the lights. Alright, so just going around here, and you don't have to be very accurate with it. So what you do need to do though is leave a little gap between the stamping and where you cut. Now I don't know why this works, but it does. If you leave that little gap and you make a mistake, nobody ever sees it, apart from which you're the only one who knows you've made a mistake. So just bear that in mind, and when you're cutting out, you move the card, not your scissors. So move the card, keep your scissors still, and move the card. There we go. Now, I do find it easier when I cut to actually cut the bulk off what I'm working with. So, I'll show you what I mean. just helps your hand move a little more freely. So for this one, I'm going to come round this leaf and then I'm going to cut straight up. So it gets rid of that bulk that's sort of preventing your hand from moving around. And the other thing about this technique is because you've stamped with stays on, it stays onto the sheet and you're not transferring ink from your project to your hand. Now I must say this isn't my original idea. I think it was an American demonstrator called Gloria Plunkett, I think. So go and have a look at her blog, and a really pretty one in one of the Reds Parade or Real Red or something like that. So yeah, not my original idea, but do any of us have original ideas? I think someone somewhere's always come up with something. Alright, now don't forget all these products are available in my online store, and when you spend $60 or more with me before the end of August, you'll get that pack of materials to make 8 cards plus 7 meters of ribbon plus some embellishments, and you'll get sent 6 tutorials for the mistletoe something season, is it? Put it somewhere safe. Anyway, you'll get 6 tutorials for Christmas cards. You don't have to use the stamp set that the tutorials are for. You can use something you've already got. So the stamp set itself is a photopolymer one. I'll find it here again in a minute. And it's only $30, so that's a bargain. And don't forget, buy some ink pads. Help me support the farmers. So for every ink pad you buy, I will donate $2 to the drought relief for the farmers through the Red Cross. And if you care to donate anyway, there's a link on my blog, and on my Facebook business page you'll find the link too. So they're in dire need, these farmers, and really without the farmers, where would we be? We have no dairy products, crops, grains. They provide so much of our food, so it's time we supported them. Plus I think the big supermarkets, etc., do a fair bit of price gouging of our farmers, and things go up, but I don't think it goes to the farmers, so they need our support. Alright, I think that's about enough. I'll just get rid of some of this glitter and what have you. Put it in my recycling bin. Okay, now put that stamp set I was talking about somewhere safe. There it is. So this is it, mistletoe season, and it's $30. And it's a photopolymer stamp, and it's in the current annual catalogue. Now also, if you've spent $60 with me this year, I will send you a free catalogue, holiday catalogue. And they start, you can start buying on the 5th of August. But if you haven't spent $60 with me, good morning again. and you'd like a catalogue, you need to spend $60 before the end of the month. Alright, we might do I Just Miss You. How's that sound? So, now I use my Stamparatus because I found it was easier to work out where to put the stamp. Now I'll show you what I did, and you need to come up with your own version of it that's going to work for you. So just because I do it doesn't mean to say it's the right way of doing it. It's just one way. Alright, so what I did was I put my card in, and then I worked out where my flower bit was going to go. So I might move this over here a bit, put my flower bit there roughly, and then I Just Miss You will fit in about there. So I left all that there, then I closed the hinged lid, and then just moved all this out of the way. Put that there, move that, try again. So what I might do is just move the card, try not to put it on anything that's going to make it get inky. Right, put this back down, just check, and move that round here like that. Need to move this over a bit there, that'll work. Does that look about straight? Alright, close the lid. Oh, it looks great. It is straight. Give it another press just in case. Take the flowers away, and I'm coming in with Night of Navy this time. And yeah, I haven't got round to inking up all my little dots yet, but anyway, I'll get there. Alright, now I've left my Stampin' Blends marker out because I'm going to colour some rhinestones. Alright, so there we go. Hello Marie, how are you? Okay, I do have my chamois here somewhere. Right, if you haven't bought a chamois, buy a chamois for your Stamparatus. It's great. I've got a clean side and a dirty side. Do you want to see the dirty side? Look at that. That's where I clean all my stamps with first, and then I go back in on the clean side and give it another push down just to make sure I've got all the ink off. Put it back in my clear mat case. Done and dusted. Okay, so I can take that off there and put that back in there so I don't lose it. Take this out. Okay, now we can build our card. So, alright, in with the card, in with this. Alright, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Lots of dimensionals. And I know there's a lot of dimensionals on here, but you know what? If you take the time to make the card, and this one does take quite some time, you don't want the post office squishing it all or sagging in the middle. And then on my flowers, I'm just going to put some along where the flowers are, and we're actually going to add the flowers first, and then you'll see what we're going to do. So I'll turn this back over. So it's going to go about there, and then the flowers are going to go about there. So I'll take the backing off the flowers, and I thought I had a little bit of window sheet sticking out somewhere, but anyway. Alright, so just to make sure, I'm going to stick that there. Now my trick to adding dimensionals is to sort of plop it down and see where it goes, and if it's right then I give it a press. If it's wrong you haven't pushed it down too hard, and you can still pick it up to get to, you know, move it. So that's my trick with dimensionals. Now the other thing I was talking to some ladies about the other day, push the middle of your dimensional and that will bring the backing up. Make it easier for you to take off. But a few issues with my left hand at the moment. Not sure whether it's carpal tunnel or what it is. Causing me a bit of angst. Alright. So, I'm going to put that about there. There we go. Alright, take that off. It's a dimensional backing that's hitching a ride. Okay, I'm just going to move those because they do cling to the window sheet. So that's our card so far. Now, somewhere here I've got some rhinestones. Yep, I've put them somewhere safe. Here they are. So today we've used the Blended Season Bundle, which is a set of 2 stamps. They're clear mount. Why do I buy clear mount? Because A, they're cheaper, and B, you can use them with your Stamparatus. And they come with these gorgeous framelit dies, which you can use for anything and everything. Alright, so I've still got my Night of Navy Stampin' Blend, and if I can get the lid off, that's it. See, look, ink all over me. Alright, so I'm just going to colour. These ones bigger, I think they might be. Just going to colour some rhinestones. Now I still do it on the sheet because my colouring is so bad, I don't want to get it all over my card. So I'm going to do it from 2 directions to make sure I get it all. Get it back on, and then we're just going to add these, maybe there, and a small one. Alright, does it need a bow? Let's see what happens when I do a bow. We'll give it a try. I just have this in my, I've got a bag that I put my spare ribbon in, you know, ends of rolls and things like that. And this bit was in the bag, so just thought, I'll grab that out and see what that looks like. And with my ribbon scissors, yep, I think we'll do that. Let's go with that. So what are you thinking? Hello, Julie. Didn't see you sneak in. Yep, my husband loves fishing, Linda. Can't say I'm a fan, but I don't even like touching the hook or the bait. Not a very good fisher person, I'm not. I'd rather be home reading a book. Okay, so here's our, here we go. It might need to be a little bit shorter, I think. Okay, so there's our card with our glittery effect. I'd sell those, Tanya. All right, and the inside of our card and our envelope, and here's the one I did the other day, or it's up on my blog this morning, and the inside and the envelope. Now, people tell me they can't tie bows. Okay, here's a tip. Take the ribbon, if you're right-handed. I can't do it left-handed, sorry. Take the ribbon in your right hand, make a loop. Right, this is Libby's lesson on tying bows. Make a loop, and this ribbon is sort of catches on itself. So you've got your loop, and you hold it between your forefinger and your thumb, and then go round the back of the loop, round to the front. Push the ribbon through where you had your finger before. Oh yes, she says, I told you this ribbon gripped. Alright, it's like self-gripping ribbon. Try again. Try with a piece that's not going to grip. Getting a ribbon here, this might be easier, and it might also be... Thanks, Julie. Alright, so take your ribbon in your right hand, make a loop. Take it round the back, over your index finger to the front. Push the tail of the ribbon in where you've got your index finger and pull the loop out, she says, and pull. And just tidy it up. Works every time. Okay? So that's my tip on tying ribbons today. Now, don't forget, all these products are available in my online store. All right, so that's probably about it from me. Don't forget, if you want to support the Aussie farmers, you can make a donation through my blog or my Facebook page. Plus, for every ink pad you buy, I will donate $2 out of my own pocket to the farmers. I've already kickstarted my fundraiser with them, so make sure you get on board and support them. Plus, if you spend $60 or more in my online store between now and the end of the month, I will send you that pack of card bases and card fronts, plus 7 meters of ribbon, plus embellishments. So you'd be able to make 8 cards altogether, so that's worth $15. And I'll send you 6 tutorials, and they're worth $5 each, so there's another $30. You'll get $45 for free when you spend $60 or more in my online store between now and the end of August. And I could really do with your support, because I'd love to get back to Silver Elite, and I'm only $400 away. So that would be really great. Okay, I think that's it for today. Don't forget the bonus days. When you spend $90, you get a $9 voucher. If you'd like to book a party and you're up this way, or book a workshop, and you live up near me, book a party for September. When your sales reach $400, you get that beautiful Dashing Along DSP paper pack for free. Okay, so I think that's it from me today. Thanks so much for stopping by. Bye for now. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find inspiration.